You get started for writing a particular paper. Yes, to write a particular paper, we already did goal setting yesterday where we said we need to have a timetable. Yes, we first need to have a timetable. So we need to understand what is the time frame we are looking at. How much of time are we going to be dedicating? Yes, and okay, so what is the optimal environment for me to write that particular paper? And clarity of thought. What is it in my mind that I want to put in my writing, whether it's a commentary, whether it's a research paper, whether it's a review paper, whether it's, let's say, my literature review or a proposal. Okay. So I have to optimize the environment. But before that, I should be very sure of what I am progressing towards. Now, what are the major goals of writing? Yes, you need to have a clear presentation of your objective data. You can't just, make it like a club of all the information. You have to be very clear of what you want to include versus what should be excluded. Otherwise, it becomes very difficult for you at the end. You will not have a very clear discussion. Avoid ambiguity in writing so that everyone can understand your work. Ambiguity, going back and forth, repeating the sentences again and again, it will make things very, very confusing for the reader. Put yourself in the head of the reader, yes, who is not familiar with the topic. So you say, I used a blue car for the study. But as a reader, I'm wondering that blue car was a Wagoner, or was it a Ritz, or was it an SX4? Okay, are you understanding? So put yourself in the head of the reader who is not familiar with the, with the content. So that will tell you that have you written everything meticulously. Difference between clear and pedantic. Yes, what is clear and what is pedantic? Clear is easy to understand and unclouded. Yes, pedantic is excessively concerned with very little details. Yes, so you need to be very, very clear in your writing. So that is why I'm using the word clear here, and I want you to understand the meaning very, very, get it right. Okay, clear means that it's easy to understand and it's unclouded. It's not hazy. You can clearly read the content and be sure of this is what it means. So what are the Highland 2007 recommendations for researchers? Yes, when you are writing a paper, when you are writing a report, these are the following structural, components that you need to consider. That who is the audience and what is the purpose of writing this paper? So what are the considerations that you're going to take into account? What are the reader types? What is your motivation for the same? And, you know, what will motivate the reader that, oh, I have read this research and I want to carry out a similar paper like that or a similar research like that. General structures, the useful frames that are there for a paper. What about the language? Yes, clear, accurate, and concise. And awareness, self-mention, hedges, and citation. Okay, so these are the recommendations that are there from his desk, and we need to follow that, which is what we will be discussing in much detail. So, what are the characteristics of scientific writing? The characteristics of scientific writing is first of all being objective, not subjective, but being objective. Yes, being an intellectual, not emotional. That this is what I want to write, I want to say everything, so much work I have done. No. Think, think about what should go in the paper, what is relevant, what was your problem statement, what were the answers you found out, and so on. Be serious, not conversational. That I'm trying to tell you this, I'm trying to tell you this. No. These are the facts that we found out from our experiments, and they have been listed here. Okay, so be very serious and not very conversational. Impersonal and not personal. I did this, I found out. No. We are reporting here. For the first time, we found. Okay. So be impersonal and not personal. Be formal rather than colloquial. As you may be aware, the data is telling us this. The data very clearly indicates, or an analysis of the data indicates, that we could see that, it's deviating from the standard and so on. So be very formal rather than colloquial. So please keep these in mind when you are beginning on a note, whether it is a research proposal or a literature review, or even many of you are master students, you will be writing papers soon. Yes, of being objective, being an intellectual, being serious, being impersonal, and always maintaining a formal. So what are the writing considerations that go when you are writing a paper? The first one is your audience. Who is your audience and what is their level of reception? Yes, what is their level of knowledge? Okay, what is the tone of your writing? That means what is your style? What is your manner of expression? How good your grammar is so that the implied meaning is absolutely the same as you want it to. What is the vocabulary that you're using so that it conveys your message very clearly? What is the length of sentences, yes, that you are using so that the tone of the paper can be clearly visible? What is the purpose? Is it persuasive or is it expositive? Is it persuasive that it is telling you something, or it is just exploring something? Okay. So whenever you're writing a paper, you need to definitely take this into consideration. Okay. You need to have a clear organization is the crucial, let's say the tagline to the success of your writing. I'm using this word again and again because you need to be very clear on what you want to put in the paper. Most often than not, I'm mentioning it here again and again, that students want to put everything in the paper. I would, when I reach the end, I will tell you this again, but don't start writing the paper from the introduction. First, look at your results. Look at the figures you have. Look at the analytics that you're having. Write down your results and discussion, and then come back and write your introduction, materials and methods, and the title. Okay, this is called as the bottom up method, where you're starting from the end. So write down your results in conclusion, discussion, and then come back and write for the introduction, the materials and methods, and so on. Okay. Now the idea here is to lead the reader along a logical plot to the conclusions that you want to get across. So you have to lead the reader, not lose him in the abstract itself. Now, do not view your paper as a historical document. Yes, the order in which you did the science is not important. The order in which the science can be most logically and clearly presented is important. Okay, now this is one very important thing that I want you to remember. It is also very essential to mention things that did not work. Yes, not only do new insights need mention, but even things that did not work have to be mentioned. So I hope you understood what I meant by clear organization. Yes, and leading the reader along a logical plot to the conclusions that you want to get across.